Hello and welcome to another Island for Development stream. Where I left off, I was having troubles with WebSockets, and I decided at the end of last stream, way forward would be move away from this ExpressWS library and instead lower level, um, a lower level socket IO solution. But the more I think about it, the more I think I should at least try again, just better approach debugging this. The reason I want to do that code, we have this REST object when we use ExpressWS. And I really do want to be able to pass this ID through, this through. So that approach I do. But I've got two things I could try here. One is go down the route of assuming that it's something about the way I'm setting up the routers that is breaking ExpressWS. Other solution is to spin up a very, very, very basic web app that just does the sockets and then see what's different between that. My approach where I get started on the consoles. One keeps onboarding everything. Are live. Excellent. Oh, audio keeps dropping in and out. Let me testing. Yes. Testing. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, it does always mess up when I turn to the other screen. Fortunately, I only tend to do that when I'm making sure that things are live. Okay, so I am going to go down this route of trying to get Express.js kind of almost completely unconfigured so that we just have Express.ws. So let's just start with, well, if we comment out all of this, then we'll never create the router and we should just get our WebSocket stuff. Okay, spin up the cluster. I'm just going to check my microphone configuration again. Can't remember how. Oh, here we go. Where's my microphone? Microphone is definitely set to the right microphone. I was just making sure it wasn't connected up to my webcam. There's probably also going to be a bit of noise. I do apologise. We've got part of our roof in our home being replaced today, so that will probably cause some power tool noises to come through. Okay, that did not come up. See if we can work out why. RX is up. What happened there? Okay, now I'm testing the entity service. Okay, even without the router being configured, I still get a 404. Welcome to Box. Okay. So how much of the configuration can I disable? I don't want to spend too long disabling configuration because I'm likely to run into problems with inter-service dependencies. For example, if I turn off Helmet, yeah, they're great, $2. Yeah, really good. I subscribed and hit like. Pleased to know. Um, yeah, if I turn off Helmet, then all of my, I think it was Helmet. No, Terminus. If I turn off Terminus, then my health checks will stop working, which will stop Docker from working. So I don't think I'm going to go down this particular path. So let's find a tutorial and try creating a new service from scratch. So I'll actually bring down my existing service. It's the best way of doing that. In here, no, in here, stop. There we go. Express, WS, getting started or something. I've read this page, but I don't think this uses ExpressWS. No, this just uses a direct WebSocket server. So that is no good. So I'll use this to highlight why I don't want to use Socket.io, even though this is not Socket.io. The reason is using the WS library, you need to create this server here, and where's the yeah, you create a new server, and then whenever a connection comes in, you respond to messages like this. That's not what I want. I want to have a GET request come in from the client, have it upgraded to a WebSocket, and then pass some of the parameters that came through in the GET request through to the handler, so they don't know which queue they were subscribing to. So I really don't want this. It's going to make it too hard to wire everything up. So let's get rid of that. Exiting tutorial time, yes. Handling WebSockets with Express. I mean, I've done a little bit of research here. Let's just go for Express, WS. Here we go. Oh, I've never managed to get that module to work. Well, that's not a good sign. Okay, I'm going to quickly take a look at this one, because maybe, given these guys are handling the whole upgrade, I wonder if this allows us to pass through the request parameters through here. All right, let's look at their code. They pull in Express, they pull in WS, they build their app. They create a separate WebSocket server Yeah, given how often I suspect I'm going to be going into tutorials in the next kind of hour, I think that you guys will get pretty annoyed if I start saying tutorial time. Um, okay, so when a new connection comes in, all right, this is actually, I'm not going to say wrong, but down here you can see that they actually emit a connection with, oh no, that parameter is not a parameter to the, is it? What does emit do? I'm wondering if they could actually in here do socket comma request and pass those two parameters through. That would then allow this to know about the ID. All right, let's just try this code here. I need to create a new node, preferably TypeScript app. Uh, Yarichar might be able to tell me the best way of doing this, just to create a new TypeScript template project, something in it. Yeah, I just want to, I know you've been looking at a lot of T3, for example. Well, I don't want T3, I just want Node. If you happen to know a good command line just to create a TypeScript project, TypeScript, we'll just go TypeScript, Node.js, getting, starter. Let's do that. I just want a simple command line to give me an empty project. CD that, init. Okay, they're just gonna, this is too much. Surely there's a tool for that. TypeScript Express starter. This might be close enough. Is this popular? Not really. I have a coffee delivery. Okay, T3 sets everything up for you. Yeah, and T3 is not what I'm after here. So let's see. I'm just going to try it. Worst case, this starter is useless. CD source, projects. There we go. Yeah, I'll let you know, Yaricha. I mean, worst case, I can just go through that other page. It's just a matter of copying and pasting all the TS config files and stuff. I could probably copy them out of my other project, in fact. Okay, so what do I do next? I do npx that and then project name. So let's just do a wx demo, ws demo. Default. I need anything from there? Yes. dependency issues, whatever. You want to used to remove, I don't fully understand that question, but Streambot. What did ReStreamBot do? Oh, yeah, sorry, you're getting ReStreamBot from Qbox. Yes. A fact about your game, Qbox. What's that? I really like the VHS effect, by the way. I think that looks really, really good. Okay. AWS demo. Welcome back, Metalstorm. Looks like Twitch is beating YouTube today in number of people. All right. Wow. It's like a lot of code. Maybe this was a mistake. Yeah, this was a mistake. Well, I could just delete all the code, right? Where is his index? Server? Yes, there we go. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to delete everything here. I won't delete it. I'll just, there might be stuff being accessed from the configurations. What I will do is that. Let's just make sure his app works first. We have a README. No, that would be too simple. All right, so it appears to come up currently. What am I doing? Import Express. What errors on my screen, but I'll up with it for now. All right, back to the tutorial. Tutorial time. this support the proper imports? Yes. Express, yeah, okay. How about I actually use proper imports? Then WS from WS. Surprised that's not complaining because of package.json. Do we have Express but not WS? Okay. I'll just keep going until something breaks and then I'll fix it. So let's just grab this code as it is. I'm really expecting this line to break. Oh, it's probably the fact that something's failing in here. All right, let's do a start. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to do all the upgrade stuff anyway. West. Uh, I am. I'm doing server equals app.listen. I think I copied that. Yeah, there's the listen. I'm a little confused about how the server will know to perform the upgrade. But let's not worry about that. I'll just grab this code and I'll just delete this code and I'll leave it. I'll leave it. All right, new file. Client.ts. Oh, tell this to disable lint. There we go. Ah, the error's gone. Perfect. All I have to do is disable lint and everything is happy. All right. So let's try that. I run that npx. I don't know. I can't remember how to run stuff. I probably need to set it up in package.json. Otherwise, it won't know to transpile it. Package.json. Just do something like that. I have very little faith this is going to work, especially without the string marks. Okay, and what I will do over here is I will do dev instead of start, just so that we get auto reloading. I'm not liking this tutorial. Oh, hang on, did something. Hang on. Okay, we're seeing a connection go in at least. Can I do anything with this? I presume I can't just establish a WebSocket directly. And I can't do HTTP because that will just do a GET without any of the useful stuff. Chrome extension debug WebSocket. That's not quite what I want. Here we go. Let's try that one. Just out of interest, I think echo.websocket.org is broken, right? Connect. Yeah, that's not doing anything. WS, not WSS, local host 3000. Connecting, connected. Sort of center hello. Let's go and put something useful in this code. Oh, did it say hello? I think it did. I should have used a different message though. Like foo, send. There it is. Okay. This still isn't quite what I want because I do need to be able to use Express WS or somehow pass through a parameter. Okay. Tutorial time. Express WS getting started. Let's just find any old example. Yep, this looks pretty good. How do I find that code that is? So I've got a basic example that does have a working WebSocket server. Now I'm going to completely change this. I can get back to this code if I need to. Let's actually call this server-working, create a new file called server. Port Express from Express. That doesn't work because we need that. While that's going, I will check this code. Ugly. Okay, that's worked. I'm expecting it to complain. Because I don't have the TypeScript types in here, but just keep on going. I need to say app is going to be equal to express ws express dot app, I think. It's basically what they're doing, isn't it? Express ws. Yep, that's the same thing. Then I'm just going to set up a route on slash. Why is this not auto-completing? Ah, I don't have Copilot working at the moment. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to update that. You're like half the developer without Copilot. Have to actually code. AI's job these days. Does this use the request just out of interest? No. I still haven't seen an example of someone using the request as part of their WebSocket handler. But I will keep pushing forwards. So can I now connect to port 3000 like that? Oh no, I didn't run it, did I? That would help. Was running. Oh, I'm not listening. App.listen. Go. Why? That's working. Okay, can this tool pull it to connect to an HTTP? Okay, HTTP is not allowed. Someone suggested before that this should be WS. I'm sure that's not it. No. Oh, and yeah, okay. So if curl did support WS, then that would actually cause this to do a get on HTTP, which would then respond with a 101. Okay, so this looks like it's working. So the next thing I want to do is check that I can pass through an ID like that. Sorry, rec.rams.id. Uh-huh. Okay, so this is working. This is good news. You could add something like this to Emblazon. This feels pretty bespoke to me, and I'm not sure what the interface would look like. Uh, I mean, yeah, I guess it would look like this. But debugging WebSocket sounds so bespoke. Uh, this is something that once I get WebSockets working, I can't, for the life of me, imagine needing this plugin. The fact this plugin exists and it seems quite popular does suggest that WebSocket developers might need it just to see what's coming back and forth. Uh, I mean, let's just go down that path just for a moment. What I could do in here is I'm going to do a const client equal that. I'm just going to flesh this out a little bit just to exercise myself with WebSockets because I am going to need to do a lot of this stuff in the real code. I'm going to do a ws dot, I don't know if it's meant to be on connect. Connection clients dot push ws. ws dot on, can I do a disk on close? Thank you. Thank you, Copilot. Okay, so when a new connection comes in, we push it into the list of clients. We take it out when the connection closes. When a message comes in, I am going to log that, but I'm also going to do a send. Sorry, that's going to be a client dot for each, like that. $ID colon $message. Okay. So this is only slightly ironically almost a queuing system. Well, it's a broadcast system, not really a system, I guess. In theory, I can have multiple clients connecting and talking to each other over WebSockets. Now, if that's true, then I'm pretty happy with that. Let's get 2 of these up. How do I get that across there? Get a new window here. It's a shortcut Alt-S. There we go. I'll just put XYZ2. Check my emails. Okay, connect. How do I connect? Oh, that's project. Add a connection. Add. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Disconnect. 2. Connect. Connect here. Okay, I was hoping that would send some data to this socket. So here's your use case, Yaricha, for this. Unfortunately, though, I imagine it would be pretty common to need multiple connections. Oh, and am I using this incorrectly? Like, can I actually just... Yes. So, yeah, here is the real use case. Why is my thing locked up? Yeah, this is the use case because unless you're just debugging some simple service that's generating data, you're normally going to be communicating between WebSocket clients. But if you could implement this, that'd be pretty awesome. All right. Why is this not working? Do we have errors anywhere? I bet you it's not connection. I bet you it's meant to be connect. Just trying to debug why these aren't sending data to each other at the moment. Box. Reconnecting, reconnecting. Send that. Okay, I'm never seeing the connect come through. I assume that the WebSocket is already in the connected state. So today, it won't be a very long stream. I know I said I was hoping to do a long stream today, but I've had a series of meetings come up this afternoon. So yeah, that's unfortunately not going to be able to happen today. Okay, I think that I should just be able to do that, right? I have no idea if this close is going to work, but let's connect, connect, send that. Here we go. Oh, sorry, for how much longer? Probably another hour, I'd guess. Maybe a touch longer. Okay, back over here. If I do that, we can do send. All right, this is sending data around. And then if we disconnect, I haven't seen, see the disconnect. Put a log in here. Make sure. Oh, this is disconnected. Send. All right, these are talking to each other. Loudest kind of pet you can get. I cannot think of what that one's going to be. Oh, excellent. We saw the disconnect. Oh, excellent. Okay. So now the question is, can I get this to work inside the other project? The trumpet. Oh, no. Yeah, I've heard the stick before. All right. So let's get this service up and running. And what are we trying to do? We're trying to go to port 8080 slash boo. There is another possibility in here that what's actually happening, I mean, maybe Nginx is somehow getting in the way. Does this not come up? Doesn't start a couple of these services. Oh, flying in front of my face. I guess it's a bug. guys started it. Okay, I was definitely expecting that to work. So next thing to test is whether or not it's Nginx causing the issues, and that's fairly straightforward. I just need to expose a port directly out to the entity service. Um, so yeah, I'll just do something like ports. Oh, what port do we run here? The mosquito or something is really bugging me. I'm guessing the answer to this one, two box, is no or something. Um, what do we run? Oh, 8080. Mosquito is like the spider or something hanging down. I don't know. Well, I know it. Yeah, okay. I think I got that one. I'm taking it. All right, so there's that exposed on the entities service. So now we can bypass Nginx. That'd be hilarious if it was Nginx this whole time. So that will not connect, but this also doesn't connect. All right. Oh, whoops. That does not connect. Is it actually working at all? Oh, that's, yeah, sorry. Let's go. No. Okay. Oh, yeah, because this needs to be restarted, maybe. Entity service, restart that. Make sure it has a port mapped. Does not have a port mapped. Right, I'll just manually add it. 8080, 8081. What? All right. to 32768. Let's do that. 32768. And then try connecting over here. 32768 slash foo. Ah, here we go. It's Nginx. Well, that was a day of wasted effort. That was seriously a day of debugging. And this thing was working all along. Okay, let's get this slightly closer to what it was meant to be. Just to demonstrate that I have indeed fixed it. And then I've got to work out how to get Nginx not to kill these connections. Okay. It's actually, so this is just going to send. Oh, yeah, this I don't think will actually send anything, but what I'll do is I'll put a ws dot send params.id or something in here, just so that we can show that it is connecting. I'm expecting that to actually fail. Oh, disconnected, good. Entities slash queues slash ABC XYZ and connect, and yep, we got that back out. Ah, this is looking good. All right. Nginx WebSocket. If this turns out to be a two-line fix, we're going to be a little frustrated. Okay, let's get rid of these ones. Debugging. Do that. It probably also needs the. Let's just pass all of those through. Delete the port mapping. Restart the API service. It's not right. Oh, is entity not running? Restart. That looks good. Restart this service again. I can't find entity service. think I might have something wrong in my IntelliJ configuration for Docker because sometimes the services don't come up. And this is rebuilding all the images anyway. Ooh. I'll try with it. I don't know what this is doing. Oh, this is WS demo. Oops. I was building the wrong Docker images. Oh, what was that? Oh no, this is just it trying to subscribe. So this is the thing I'm trying to fix at the moment. Service is unhealthy. Sorry, service entity is unhealthy. What on earth is wrong with this? I seem to have some sort of a race condition. I maybe the entity service is taking too long to come up or something, and it's stopping these other services from starting in time. This one can come up okay. No. Session is unhealthy. Doesn't feel right here. Huh. I don't really see what I could have changed here. Do I have like something else running? I come into entity, is that running? No, it's not running. It thinks that TX and RX are unhealthy. Why might it do that? Rebuilding the containers, see if anything's out of date. Like it. I don't think anything depends on the ticker service, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. It thinks that the entity service is unhealthy. Now, the only reason it would do that is if it's failing its health check. So that. I mean, that's what it's trying to run. Get a terminal on it, run the health check. That's not what I want. Curl that. .404 on manage health. What have I done? All right. I've got a feeling this is actually overriding all responses. So get health. So it feels like this is not. I must have made a change in the last development session, so on Wednesday, whenever it was, preventing this from setting up Terminus. But other services like the session service, I've broken something. Um, I do remember making a change so that it didn't create a server anymore. Here we go. Server that. It's not what I want. What this file is. It. Okay, here we go. That can go away. that can go away. I just need to see what I've changed in here. All right. WebSocket will need to know the server. Add that parameter. LJ has messed that up. It's okay, we go express.that and there's going to be ttp.server. To pass through server. I said http:// server colon right http.server, and then we need to pass that through to here. Okay. Next, I need to tell Terminus to configure the server, and we need to tell the server to listen. Now, hopefully, that means that Terminus will now work again. And also, hopefully, we haven't broken the WebSocket service. Notice I say we when I'm talking about breaking things. It's not just me, it's you guys too. Okay, port is already allocated. Yeah, okay, that is. Fair enough. That's going to be all right. I can start testing this on the session service, which should now be up. Services. Session. Okay, that's fixed that. And it looks like everything has come up. So not only did I spend Wednesday debugging what looks like a really simple issue to fix, I also broke stuff. All right, so we uncomment that stuff. This should now hopefully work. We restart the API service. That looks better. And the last test, I should still be able to connect to this queue, but via, it annoys me, this can't edit this inline. Well, 8080/entities was entities route, entities, queues, ID, subscriptions. use abcxyz2 slash subscriptions. Fingers crossed. I think that worked. Other than whole disconnecting again thing. I don't know what that's about. I wonder if that's because it's async. Yeah. No. Why is it disconnecting? Oh, something's crashing. Yeah, something's breaking deep within here. So I think the async was fine. The async back in, but I'll comment this out for now. Test that again. That's connected. Nice stuff. All right. I'm going to commit this code because we are now in a state where I'm further along than before. I didn't mean to stop the service. So that's really frustrating. That's a whole day of work with those 4 lines. In fact, I suspect those 2 are the only ones that matter. I should make sure that the actual entities endpoint still works because that looks suspicious. Let's do that before I commit the code. I don't want to commit broken code. On here. Who's trying to use port 3000? Hang on, WS demo. What on earth has happened here? Oh, weird. Just can I delete that? Oh, okay. Once we've got a working API service, which we seem to now, I just want to quickly test that we can get to /entities We can. Excellent. Okay. This is definitely in a state where it's worth committing. All right. Sorry, I'm just kind of alt-tabbing around at the moment. Oh, I should put that on a different screen just in case Bitbucket server, my GitHub server, no, it's my Git server sends through something I don't want it to. That's all safe. If you guys know the URL of my repository. Okay. So what do I need to do now? I need to get actually sending out the, the entities, right? So that means I'm going to debug this code in here. Let's get that back in. Let's get rid of that one. We do just want to be sending entities back now. Excuse me. I like how my cup looks bottomless. Okay, so I'm expecting this to fail on subscribe, right? I presume this is the line that's failing. Did say something about pub sub. Wait, now it's failing? Oh, that's because we're getting this exception. All right. .ts line 27 or line 50. Ah, okay. What is this actually trying to do? Okay. When we subscribe to a queue, we get a client. And then we call subscribe. When do we call populate queues? Oh, yes. I think what's happening here is on every tick, we attempt to populate the queues. Then once a subscription comes in, we put the Redis client into this other mode. So the simple fix here, I guess, would be to have two separate Redis clients. Is there anything else I can do there? Populate queues is responsible for looking up the queue configurations, doing the searches through the data store, and then pushing the data back into Redis. Now, I really do need this to look up the queue information on each tick in case those queues do change configuration. For example, when the entity service comes up, it will typically have no queues. It's only once the ticker service connects to it that it says, hey, I need you to configure some queues for me. So let's check if there's some other best practice here. Cannot send commands in pub/sub mode. Redis, not send commands in pub/sub mode. Fair enough. I just need to think about the best way of doing this. I think the easiest way So what I could do is I could pass an optional, isn't great, but that. Right. Then client, I'm going to rename to clients. Clients then can then become a map from that. Really careful changing this code. It's going to break absolutely everything that talks to Redis if I get my logic wrong here. Okay, in it, we're going to go okay, client name. We're going to create a new client. Oh, that's right. This is all the same. Let's make that client again. Go. Doesn't like that. Right, there we go. Okay, and in here we just pass through name or default. Okay, I think that will work. So what I should be able to do now is back in here, I did one argument, but it got zero. Why? Wrong with this? Why? Maybe it's meant to be name here. Oh, that's it. Okay. Okay, but then back in here, I'm actually going to say pub sub over here. So what this should do is in most of my Redis code, we should just be using this Redis client, and so that'll just create a default client for us. But in this function here, it should use a second instance. Okay. Let's try it. Do I need to restart anything, or should everything just be restarted? Just be restarted. That's a good sign. Now, it probably shouldn't be allowing this because I don't have a queue called ABCXYZ. But if I set this to AI agents and connect it, Nothing happens, which is to be expected. I now put a troll into the game. Here we go. We can see the troll getting sent through. And you can see it's getting sent through fairly regularly. All right, I reckon that's working. If I restart the ticker service, I'm hoping that it will re-establish its queue connection. Nope. Or not found. What's it trying to do? All right, entity client 146. Let's try that. 6. See what's wrong with that. Oh, hold on. No, I know exactly what's going wrong. Back to this to do. So the issue in here is that we're trying to make just a plain old HTTP request here, whereas what we actually want is we want a WebSocket request. Now I've got in the other demo project sample code. We want something like this. Client should be a new WebSocket. Call it. Fine. I do an port on that one. Services entity, not ideal, but here we do that. Services entity slash, that's close. That. Okay. So I create a new client on the correct address. Welcome back, Toolbox. So I'll be finishing up in just a few minutes here. I do need to get prepared for a meeting. But first I do want to try and get this ticker service. We've got, do a little show off here. We've got on every single tick, a troll is being sent through to this client because we've connected to the AI agents queue. If I were to connect a second one what I want to happen is I want the troll only to get sent through to a single connection. Or if I have two trolls, then yeah, I'd like it to get sent through to both connections. So, and I don't think I'm quite there yet, but first I need to get the ticker service actually pulling this data anyway. Client.on that. That can go away. And no, I don't really care about the on open. I care about the on message. Wow, Copilot's awesome. I'm pretty sure that's the right code. Knows it's an entity. Oh, that's because of up here. Knows that it needs to pass it through. Um, yep. Okay, let's. Oh, he's disconnected already. That's fine. This one. Is this right? Connect to that address. We do all of that. I'm going to put a to do in here because I need to handle disconnecting. Um, okay. Try it. I should probably log or something, shouldn't I? Oh, it's already got a bunch of logging in here. So if this works, well, it didn't work, but when it does work, then we should start seeing a bunch of logging come through. What's its problem? Get address. Ah, yeah, that's annoying. Uh, yes, I believe I will be streaming Monday, 2 bucks. Monday my time. Sunday evening yours. All right, where am I? I'm in the ticker service. So in the ticker. Oh no, I just want the config services. Let's go. Entity WS is going to be that. Okay, I'm expecting it to be receiving. I just connect this one. See that we're receiving these troll. Let's just clear it. There comes another troll through. So that appears to be working. I'll pull the actual queues out. If I just do a get on the queues. And yep, these are the queues that I expected to be configured. So I don't know what's going wrong here. I appreciate the offer, 2 box, but no, it's it's something I just got to find some time to do the recording and stuff. I keep having meetings take up all my time. Um, all right. I'll just debug this a little further. No, I don't. Sorry, two box. And I unfortunately do have a bit of. It looks like I'm going to get a little bit busy over the next few days. um, okay, what's this doing? Is there any reason this isn't working? Do that. I'll do a client dot on. Hit open. Yes. The new server mascot? Probably not. don't want to encourage Yaricha. He's popped off the. I don't think he's watching at the moment. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Service isn't running now, is it? I don't know. I'll restart the entity service. Okay, it's connected to the three queues, but we're not getting anything back on them. It's the wrong event or something. All right, last ditch effort. So what I'm trying to do here is confirm that the entity service is indeed sending stuff out. Cannot find log from or no. There we go. Import log. But exactly like that. Hang on, what am I doing wrong here? All right, then back in the entity client, we also need to handle reconnection. Thank you, Copilot. All right, I'll try restarting ticker. Currently connected to the queues, but my entity service is not sending out anything. So I'd say that connection hasn't fully upgraded or something. So I am going to have to leave it here for now. I will continue on from here on Monday. So until then, thank you for joining, and I'll see you next time.